to you Aquarius out here. Hope y'all are having a great day. So you have the Fool, the Ace of Swords, and you have the Knight of Pentacles for you Aquarius. So there's a sense of, overall for this reading, there's a sense of, look at you. A lot of people thought of you Aquarius as being stupid, goofy, not wanting to listen to anything that you have to say because they down with the foolishness. And there's a sense of now they look stupid and they feel stupid because, let me just get to it, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Because the Fool, the Ace of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles, these three cards, represent, the Fool represents how it is that you are and how you started out. People thought of you Aquarius like not being worthy of being paid attention to. Being paid attention to. They thought that you essentially were stupid. You would hang around some people, try to tell them some stuff, and the stuff would make sense. They would act like they're idiots. They would get on like they're stupid. They would act like it would go in one ear and out the other. They would act like they're just dumb as they can be. And the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles represents, they would also try to act like they were better, right? They didn't want to hear what it is that you had to say because they knew more than you, right? Okay. Now, some time went by. They see how good you Aquarius are doing. You're not hanging out with them. You're staying far away from them. You're doing your thing. You don't have time to talk with idiots. They have to keep up. Everybody got to go. Otherwise, you're not paying attention to them, right? And what I mean by that is everybody has to go with you. Everybody has to be on some self-improvement type stuff. Otherwise, you really don't have the time because you're two different breeds. What would you Aquarius even have to say to somebody who isn't even in that type of mentality yet or ever? You see? And the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups represents now they feeling it. Because, and you feel great. Because you Aquarius finally get what it is that you've been looking for a very long time. You found the love, the self-love, the solidarity within your own self, right? The finances, like I've been talking about, building with you Aquarius over the past couple of weeks to months. And a lot of those people that didn't want to listen to anything that you had to say, they looked stupid. Because now it's they were trying to get you to pay attention to them based upon you trying to essentially save them and everything. But now you Aquarius don't care whether they sink or they float. Whichever one they do, they're doing you a favor. If they float, you told them so. If they sink, that's what it is that they deserve for being so stupid and being so caught up in their own confidence, right? Hubris was their downfall. But they're really paying attention to how you Aquarius don't have time for them anymore. And these are like friends. These are individuals who are friends. These are individuals who you could have been getting to try to get to know romantically, but kept blowing you Aquarius off. You wasn't important. You weren't important, right? You're not important according to them. Okay, so you went off, you did your own thing, and your thing has been essentially working and working well. So now, like I said before, it's this idea of if they would have listened to you and stopped playing like they were stupid and stopped getting on like they didn't have any kind of sense, they too would have been a much better position in life. But they didn't want to listen to you because overconfidence is the order of the day. You see? So the devil card and the Hierophant, Capricorn, crabs, right? This is about how, but look at who's delusional now, right? You spent so much time having people tell you you didn't know what you was talking about, acting like you didn't know what you were talking about. You losing your mind, right? You don't know what you're doing. You're losing your grip on reality. All this trash that they were trying to convince you, right? How they kept blowing you off. How it is that they just wouldn't listen to anything that you had to say. And now you went ahead and you, Aquarius, did it on your own, and you set that example for what happens when you actually take your own advice, that you know what it is. People in this world who know what type of time it is, they're going to get goofed on 6 ways till Sunday. People are going to talk all type of trash about them. People are going to talk about how they're losing their minds. They don't know what they're talking about. They're delusional. All of this nonsense. This unnecessary nonsense, when all it is that you, Aquarius, was doing was just trying to help them. No, they didn't want to listen to that. And now you, Aquarius, feel vindicated. And what I mean by that is to know that all this time that people try to make you, Aquarius, seem like you were losing your mind. Look at how it is that you, Aquarius, turned out. Look at how you, Aquarius, turned out. Y'all are a success story. And you didn't have to run around and turn to an alternate, life and start going to the underworld or any of that. You, Aquarius, you did it. And you're going to continue to rise as long as you make wise decisions. And then the thing is that the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles right here is about how a lot of you, Aquarius, also, right? And on top of that, you have many options, whether it's romantically, whether it is financially, so much more opportunity because you actually did the work. You, Aquarius, did what you needed to do. You set the standard in your own life because of the fact that you, Aquarius, actually was the one that didn't listen to when other people try to tell you that you losing your mind. You didn't know what you're talking about. You're losing it. You're out of your mind. All this dysfunctional stuff. You, Aquarius, actually decided to say, forget about this, and you're going to go. Excuse me. You decided to say, forget about this, and you're going to go, and you're going to listen to what you have to say and see where all that advice goes. And boom, look at where all that advice goes. You, Aquarius, your family life has gotten better. Your health has gotten better. Why? Because your life is organized. See, it gets real wild when it seems like you got to handle all this, right? All this stuff, all this stuff. Then you look at it and you go, I need to cut back on some of this stuff because I can't save everybody. I can't help everybody. I can't. You understand what I'm saying? I do the best that I can. Then things start to essentially work themselves out. You start to pay attention to one problem at a time. You start to solve one problem at a time. Boom. What happens? Now things start to organize themselves, and there's a lot more internal peace because there's now a sense of you ain't got to be worried all the time because of the fact that you have so much to do, and it seems like time is constantly fleeting, right? Now you, Aquarius, have regained all that time. Why? Because things make sense. You've cut down or cut back, right? Or decided to get rid of the distractions in your life that actually don't do well for you. The five of Cups right here represents, and since that's the case, there's a lot of regret because, once again, they should have taken you, Aquarius, much more seriously. They should have actually listened to what it is that you had to say. And then now look at them. You know, it's like the person who sees a nice big house and the house is beautiful, and then they look inside of the window, and then they see a happy family or whatnot. That's happy, at minimum for the time being, actually getting along at the dinner table, having fun. And the person on the outside of that is just like, dang, I wish I was in there, right? It's kind of like that. It's like, why didn't they, right? So let's clarify the Five of Cups. The World, Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Unalive or Afterlife card. I'll say that, the Afterlife card. I can't say the D word. The World, to clarify the Five of Cups, represents their regret. So it could have been an ex that you may have told or tried to build a life with that they didn't want to listen, right? Or a past friend that didn't want to listen because you, Aquarius, was trying to tell them to get in now, right? It's like a stock. You want to invest in it at the cheapest price possible, right? And then once you do that, you load up on all of that. You just essentially wait, and that's it. And what's happening here is it goes up over time. So why that's important is because the World, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles right here represents how that's you. They knew all along that they should have listened to you, but they didn't want to because the confidence had gotten them. They didn't even, now they're starting to wake up and realize that there was really nothing to be super proud at the fact that they didn't want to listen to great advice when they heard it. So, and they just decided to just blow it off. Whatever it is, what it is, right? Whatever. Now they sitting here looking stupid and they know it. The Three of Wands in the Afterlife, now they're looking at it like they gotta get like you. You know, they gotta actually come up off that stupidity and do like what you did. This is how it is that people end up playing themselves. Why that's important to you? It's just an example of how wonderful you, Aquarius's life is, and how it is of what happens when hard work and dedication and focus pays off. That's pretty much it for now. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Come through and get the readings so I can most definitely keep the channel going. Peace. Have a good one.